we're going to start to see from both sides.
I don't
They'll
think
get behind that.
I don't think you'll have a problem with that. I mean, again, you have to guard against fraud, and voter fraud is a serious problem in Michigan. You've got to put in place steps to make sure only the people who are eligible to vote, and only once. But I think he can get that through.
Yeah, well, and his opposition there, his potential opposition, is Ruth Johnson, who has said that she's not opposed to those things, but she wants to put in place all these safeguards. Again, this phony problem that Republicans bring up all the time about voter fraud. There are not documented cases of this in Michigan in any significant number. It really is about voter suppression. And,
it absolutely is not. Poll watchers in this last election told horror stories of people coming into the polling places, blowing right by the registration tables, being handed ballots, being allowed to vote. You had...
Do we have numbers on that or specifics?
There's no documentation of this.
Plates are being investigated. You did have incidents, but it just makes common sense to put in place safeguards so only the people who are supposed to vote. That is not a suppression to say, are you eligible to vote? I mean, the citizenship question. If you don't know you're a citizen, you probably ought not be voting.
But you were asked that question when you fill out your voter registration.
But how is it suppression when somebody comes into the voting place to say,
well,
are you
what
a
she
citizen?
wanted was to force you to sign this other pledge, and
that didn't end up going. But if they
also didn't discourage anybody from voting.